Hello survivors and welcome to Hive Jump 2. In today's video we are going to be showing you some early access footage of the game or gameplay of the game. It isn't available yet for everyone. The game will be out in a day or two. I think it's actually the 29th, I believe I was told. So we're going to take a look at that. So the upgrades we've got is a lot of gun damage, so we will play on a gun build. We've got some starting equipment power, we've got crit chance, crit damage and max health. So let's see what we've got. As you can see, there's a whole bunch of new characters. We did play the game back when the demo first came onto Steam. It was actually an itch.io game and it moved over to Steam. So we've got quite a few awesome little characters over here. One of them is the blind jumper, whose accuracy is a negative 95%. However, they gain both crit chance and crit damage on level up. So it is quite a funny little character. We are going to be playing on the blind jumper today to look at the character because I liked that, the look of it. And now Crystal Caverns was the original level, and I was like, oh my gosh, that green is so like hectic. So there is actually now a second level called the Frozen Tundras. We are going to be playing on that. Again, we are going to be playing with the blind jumper, so our accuracy is going to be completely gross. I don't even know how we're going to do this, but as you can see, we miss all of our attacks. We do have a second weapon because we get an extra starting equipment. So the spread shot is coming in quite handy. So hopefully that can help us. And then we're going to grab some melee dodge chance over there. The one thing I do know that the developers are working on, which was a suggestion of mine, is there's actually two things that might come to the game. The first one will be a UR color change. So if we wanted to, let's say, increase or change the color that we've got in front of us. So let's say we didn't want the green icons or anything like that. It will be an upgrade that will be coming. Hopefully, that's a really cool little suggestion I made. It's just just personal touches, not something they have to do, but just something, if people wanted to customize their gameplay a little bit more, then they can in the UI change the colors of the actual UI and stuff like that. So I thought that would be quite an interesting change to have. But another change that they are definitely looking at getting that might not be there on launch is to have the UI scaling option in the settings. So to be able to change the actual UR setting. And I don't know if you guys watched my previous video on the game, but there has been a lot that's changed since then. One of the things that has changed has actually been that that we're able to now see when we've got an event happening. So one of the things that occurred is that we could never originally see what the events or where the events were. But if you've seen there already, you can see, okay, we've got ourselves a lot of events around us. We've got the hives to destroy and things like that. And because of that, we are able to actually see them now. So whenever you get a mission that appears, which we should eventually get, you're going to see a yellow circle under your character's foot. And that yellow circle will take you to where that event needs to be, or where you need to go to get that event to clear it, or whatever the case may be. So some of the events are like clear out this zone or kill this hive, and previously you were never able to see where you were able to go. And I said to them originally in the demo, I was like, listen, it'd be really, really nice if we were able to see where we were going if we were using that. So there's one of the events, so untouchable. This one we just need to stay alive and not get hit by anything, and that's going to be really easy for us. So we just need to not get hit and we should be a-okay. We get an extra nice relic. Some of the relics you can get are very, very strong, so they are really nice to try and get. So try your best not to get hit. It is just for 30 seconds. Increase our defenses, that's fine. You could see that we got a passive that said it increased the utility magnitude. I do like that the game tells us everything about them now. Again, it's another thing that we did ask them to change because it wasn't something that was there previously. the magnitude of the utilities, everything that isn't a gun, I guess is a good way of saying it. So over here, you know, in the green, you can see what it says: increases pickup, increases weapon damage. Weapon damage is only gun damage, not anything else. So if you're using like a weapon that's a grenade or anything like that, gun damage does not increase the damage of those skills. So do keep that in mind. So over here, we've actually got gun damage increase as well as attack range. So we are going to take this. So we're going to merge these two over here, and then we're going to grab ourselves that. I am looking for a shield. There's the shield, but we don't have space for it. So I'm wondering if it might be better to just run shotgun and see what that's like. So we're going to try that. We've got enough to buy the shield, so we will purchase it. And then we're going to lock this because it is better than our current one. And now we've only got one weapon. It is going to be the shotgun. We are going to run a utility magnitude because that's going to buff all of our stuff. And there you can see we've got the laser sights. I don't know, it's quite cool that it shows you that, but it's quite weird that it has the effect on the weapon, because we don't even use a laser sight because we kind of blind. So it's kind of really funny and cool at the same time that they've got this laser sight, but at the same time we're playing as a blind character, so that's kind of funny over there. Let's grab some defenses. We could have re-rolled there, but I do feel like we need a little bit more defense, and eventually we are going to get the shield in a spot where it's just going to be really, really good and really, really strong and help us a lot. But you can see the damage we're getting over here, quite a huge amount of damage when we're critting already, and we should get quite a lot of crit while we're playing, because it's going to, you know, we hit about level 40 something through play, and that's before we fight the huge ass beefy boss. I do not like the boss. I feel like the boss is just a bullet sponge, unfortunately, and this is only on danger level 0, so I can only imagine how bad it's going to be once we get to higher danger levels. Developers or anyone, you know, if you're watching this, please, I beg of you, reduce the amount of HP that the final boss has, just because that bullet sponge is really, really bad. Alright, so over there we are now, as you can see, we've got the yellow under our foot that was showing us where we need to go for the mission. So it says we need to go and do some data transmission. Again, not something we were able to do previously with the way that the game used to work. We used to like run around headless, like a headless chicken, trying to find where it is that I was talking about. And now we're at least able to see, okay, this is where we have to be. And now we just need to be in this area for a certain amount of time, and then it will give us a free relic. So we got slingshot, which was gun grenade speed, which was a bit unfortunate because that's just nonsense. We're not using grenades, but that's just RNG for us, unfortunately. We can go for attack speed. So if you see over here, attack speed enhances the speed of jumpers handle weapons, increasing fire rate. So attack speed is the fire rate. We do want that because we want the shotgun to be firing a lot more often. So we'll go for attack speed over there. Should be good. Alright, and then the only reason I want like a little bit of UI changes is just because there's a lot of the UI happening over here. There's a lot on the screen, and if we could get like a lot less, like maybe make the amber and the goo just a symbol instead, it could be a lot better for us. It's just to try and make it so that when you are playing, you don't have all of this stuff around you and you don't have so much clutter on the screen. So, you know, it's just a personal preference. Maybe there are other ways to get it going. Movement speed, that's going to be fun. Kill the bombers. Melee dodge chance, that's fine. I'm happy for dodge chance. I mean, we are blind. We're never going to know if something's going to hit us or not. Those purple orbs on the floor, as you can see in the top right, our health is purple. So those purple orbs that you see on the floor are going to be health pickups. And then if we destroy all of those little nests or hives or whatever we want to call it, there is a chance that they're going to drop amber. Amber is your meta progression currency, so very easy to know exactly what you want to get and where to get them. There are sometimes power drops as well, so you can get like your magnet, you can get other upgrades and things like that. That's really unfortunate that we're not playing with the mag slug, but because of our deficit in being blind and all that, it's just better for us not to use it. Reroll one more time. Unfortunately, we don't get any shotgun upgrades over there. Utility speed, we don't need. We only need utility magnitude. It would be good for grenades, but we're not playing with grenades. And the other two utilities that we are using don't use speed, so we're not really too worried about this, unless it affects the unless that affects the recharge speed of the skill, but it doesn't mention recharge, it just mentions speed. So I don't know, maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. We're just getting ourselves a bit of amber over here. Ooh, that cooldown, you can actually see a huge difference over there. I never knew that we get a cooldown power up over there, so that's a really cool one. Some attack speed power up over there. And we need to destroy the target hive. So luckily we're using a shotgun. It looks like it's dealing a whack ton of damage. Our crit chance is sitting on 86. Let's go to 91, and we get a free relic as well. We got 50% pickup range for destroying that hive. Again, not really the greatest one. It would have been nicer to have something else, but it is what it is. Don't really need pickup range, because there you see we just picked up a magnet. Let's reroll that. We're gonna get gun damage. That's perfectly good. We're now doing a lot of crit. Still not I mean, even though we have like 80 something crit damage, we're still not critting as much as you would think we are. I would think every single bullet crits. I don't know if gun damage on the final boss actually crits. That's going to be very interesting to see if it does or doesn't, because I've played other builds on this boss, and he just for some reason doesn't get hit by crits. That's like only every so often when you crit it hits them. Alright, we need our shield and everything to be a lot stronger. Come on, there we go. That's beautiful. Love to see it. Let's reroll one more time. One more. Come on, shotgun, shotgun, shotgun. Oh, I will take that. That does look like it will be enough gold. Thank you very much. That is beautiful. So now we get a lot of gun damage as well. I actually don't remember what it was. It was gun damage and something else. But that's a lot of gun damage for us. We're happy. We did get a double explosion over there. So we get all that juicy goo on the floor as well. Extra amber on pickup, but we're not really worried about farming amber. That would have to be something that we kind of look at doing though in the future, to try and get like a build going, or a build going at farming amber, making it a kind of thing going over there. Increase our health, that could be quite good. We're on 71 health now. There are some characters that gain health on level up, so they're going to be like really tanky characters. Excuse me. And then they're gonna be really strong. But I really wanted to play with a crit character, crit chance, crit damage, and see how that goes. And it's really funny to see a shotgun shooting in a random direction, it's just really fun to see these things happening. So there's more gun damage. Our gun damage is sitting on 88% now. I don't know, it feels quite low, but that's extra damage, so hey. Only doing 102 damage, and we aren't even at the part where everything gets really hectic. We found every wave, you know, like maybe new enemies start spawning as well. We've got the bombers, we've got the flying things. There's going to be an enemy that actually gives enemies a kind of damage reduction, so we kind of got to run into all of them and kind of kill them as quickly as possible. But we can see that our attack with the shotgun just isn't getting into this whack of enemies over here. But luckily we don't really have to be anywhere specific in terms to deal damage or do anything. We can just kind of farm these enemies. We don't want to get hit right now though, because we're trying to protect ourselves a bit. Alright, finally an upgrade to our shotgun. We're getting much more damage, a 0.2 second cooldown, and a lot more projectiles as well as range. So that's really good. And there's still one more level to get on all of these upgrades as well. So hopefully we're able to get that going forward. Now we need to kill enemies within the target zone. So of course we're going to go and do that. We just need to make our way to that target zone, which is up this way. Okay, the actual bullet color changed. So I didn't really... Oh, look, we found the... So remember I was just talking about the enemies that have damage reduction? Yeah, that's them. What painful enemies they are, indeed. Alright, so we need to kill enemies within the zone. We can just push Q to get rid of that message. And then we need to just try our best to kill these guys as quickly as possible, because they are going to make enemies that much more difficult to kill. Alright, well that was a quick and easy one. We've got an elite Hive over here. It's got a lot of HP. Holy moly. That is a lot of HP. I don't even think we have the damage to deal with this Hive. I don't think there's any way we're going to be able to deal with this Hive. Oh, actually we're doing quite a lot of damage. Never mind. It was that stupid flying bug again. So we're going to actually stand right here, get to kill him very quickly. There we go, he's dead. He didn't get to affect the Hive. This one did though. But as long as we get our shield up and running, we will have no problem just standing still and killing things. The shield is so strong. I don't think... Why do we get such nonsense? Why bad RNG whenever I click that record button? Anyway, so this shield is like my number one go-to. The laser sight is only for guns. I mean, you can play with bombs even if you wanted, or grenades. You're still gonna have a good time. But definitely need the shield no matter. There's a rejuvenating totem as well that could be pretty strong. But I think the shield is like a number one go-to. If you don't have the shield, it's going to be very difficult to get very far. Alright, so our laser sights now give us even more gun damage. We don't have funds to buy this part. And then we're going to go and put them together. So we should get quite a lot of gun damage over there. So next time we level up, oh no, not level up, the next wave, we should be at a good spot. We just got to try and collect as much goo as possible, so that we can afford that and maybe another upgrade. So that will be really good. Standing still is probably the best way to get goo, but I don't think we have the damage to stand still as much as we'd like to. Maybe. Do we need attack range? No. Extra challenge chance. Let's go and grab that. The challenges are when you press, you can see them over here in the top right. They are very strong and helpful. They give you really high tier upgrades, so you want to do the challenges if possible. Alright, knockback strength. We're actually going to go and increase this because we are using a shotgun, so you know you would expect it to knock enemies back. Whether it does or doesn't is another story, but even though we're supposed to have so much crit, we're still seeing damage numbers that aren't crit, so definitely need to get to 100%, which should be very possible, because again we are going to have a high enough level to be on 100%. and we have been very lucky with the upgrades that we've got. So there's crit chance. We're actually on 100%, so we should be critting every single time. I'm gonna assume that there's a chance to multi-crit because we can go over 100%, but it would be nice to see some crit damage over there as well. But even though we have 100% crit, maybe the one of the people that I've been speaking to on the team of the game can actually tell me why I'm not critting 100%, even though we have 100%. Okay, extra goo pickup while jetpacking. That means we must just jetpack over the goo to pick it up. So whenever we've got goo, we will jetpack, we will pick it up. That's even more, reason for us to just stand still so that we can pick up as much goo as possible while we are jetpacking. Alright, defense while jetpacking. I don't actually want to use jetpacking. We get a huge 20% increase to crits over there. So 126% chance to crit. I don't know, guys. I don't know. You can try and tell me in the comment section what you think about this. But, hello. Alright, so it's on 30% gun. It's going to go to 35%. It's that's not really that worth it. But I think the damage on a weapon will be much, much better for us. Or even the defenses on a shield. Can we get anything? That doesn't look like it. Ooh, the clusters over there could be quite good. So we actually got an achievement unlocked for getting that. We also need to go and kill enemies in a certain zone, which is going to be good for us. But we got an achievement for getting a yellow or a final upgrade on the laser sights. So it does unlock either a new character or a new weapon or whatever the case may be. We'll go and take a look after this, see if we can notice anything different. It does change the color of the laser, which is pretty cool. Pretty nice to see something like that happen. Also, I never noticed the color change, so that must be something to do with the update to the game, being able to see a color change in our actual weapons when they level up. So I'm assuming that the bullets are going to go and become yellow as soon as it gets to its final stage for the weapon. But let's see if that does or doesn't actually happen. And then what relic did we get there? Extra amber on pickup. I mean, again, that's really strong, but not something we are looking for over here. We weren't really looking for the amber per se. Extra goo on pickup would have been really good for us, because that would allow me to just pick up more goo and also just get as much of it as possible, as much as I want. But here's a bunch of amber, so let's go see how much we can get. We're sitting on 152. Oh, that hurts a lot. Okay, there's extra goo on pickup, although I actually want the gun damage instead. You see how dangerous those flowers are. Get the healing. We don't need that healing. We didn't get a lot of amber there, unfortunately. Let's see if we can find another Hive or more amber. So there is a mini-map now, as you can see on the left-hand side. That wasn't actually there previously. That's something new that was added as well. So again, a really nice change because it does allow you to move. Like here, we've got a Hive. I guess the Hives, something I haven't noticed is the Hives actually have names. So you can see whether or not they're actually going to be strong or healthy, I guess is a word, or not. What do we get? We got rocket rounds. That's not what we're looking for. Come on, game. Give me a shotgun. Okay. These are not shotguns. A machine gun that speeds up as it heats up while losing accuracy as it does. That's pretty funny. The crit is quite strong on that. Times 2.96. But let's reroll one more time. Actually, we have enough goo to reroll one more time. And there's the shotgun, but not what we're looking for. Ugh, man, that's just not good for us. Cryo pulse rounds is pretty good as well. but not for right now. Maybe instead of like the laser sights, but... Alright, so look, we got grenade damage. Yes, just what we needed. Okay, there's movement speed. So the green one's movement speed, the red one is cooldown or attack speed, I guess is a better way of using it. I guess I should be farming these. We are on danger level 0. It just makes sense to go around. But I think it's a bit late to get too much farm for this. Just pick up all the amber that we can. Just hoping that we get to a corner where we get a bomb, and we did. That's great. Now what we need is a vacuum or a magnet or whatever you want to call them. Attack speed is fine. Extra Gruum pickup we could have got. I did say we wanted to grab it, but when I see damage, I just want to grab it. Knockback strength, I'm not really too worried about anymore. Pickup range, we'll just grab it because why not? It helps us level up. And there was quite a lot of the plants over here on this side. Oh, there's an elite hive. Oh, we got an attack speed. That's the perfect time when there's a nice hive over here. Beautiful. Attack speed. Let's go. Come on, be something useful this time. Don't curse me. Let's see, once that robotic arm disappears, we got movement speed, so plus 10% movement speed. At least that's better than grenade damage. Not that much better, but at least it's better than grenade damage. I think this might be our last chance to be able to get upgrades. I think we are going to fight the boss very, very soon. We are going to have to get the dodge over there. You'll see why when the boss spawns. Especially since I don't think we can crit the boss. Alright, so we get an upgrade to the shield. That's beautiful. Love to see it. Do we get the shotgun? I might actually change, like if we get a yellow weapon that isn't the shotgun, I might actually change it. Just because. Just not getting the shotgun. And we're not going to level again, so I'm not going to see it. Alright, that's super unfortunate. Destroy the target. Okay, we actually do get another chance. And there's still a hive alive. And it is a challenge hive. Why? That's like the easiest hive we had to go and kill. It gave us extra goo on pickup. And then we also, for finishing the challenge, get something, or supposed to get something. No? Maybe not. I was so certain we were supposed to. But anyway, you know. Pickup range. We've got some movement speed over here and attack speed. Just shows you if you get like enough of a certain stat, you just become completely disgusting. So we need more attack speed. Utility magnitude, we are going to take that. That's going to increase our shield. And as you can see, we are taking damage. But even though we're getting crit damage and we've still got so much crit chance, like I don't understand, like our damage just doesn't go up. I mean, we're sitting on 136 with 56. Nice huge gun damage over there as well, which also doesn't look like it's doing much for our actual damage. The numbers aren't going up even though we just got a 40% increase to damage. So I don't know if there's still some things in the code that are a bit wonky, maybe because this is still like a beta release, so there are going to be bugs and things like that, but maybe the damage amount isn't working properly on specific upgrades or whatever the case may be. Over here we got attack speed, health on pickup. I want to re-roll this. Yes, we did get other good options. Grenade, no, we're re-rolling that again. Let's go, more crit. That will put us at nearly 200%, 170% crit chance. So if I'm not critting every hit now, that is just completely whack. I don't know what we need to get that, but you know, there we go. We got a whack ton of crit chance. Whether or not it works the way we want it to is a whole nother story. I would have to find out more for us to see, okay, we able to crit a whole lot or not. Also knockback, I don't think the shotgun is knocking back. I don't think the weapons actually tell you whether or not they knock back. Not something I've actually noticed in terms of yes it does or no it doesn't. So this is our last chance, I think. I don't actually know how many waves there are, but let's hope and pray that we get something that's not yellow. Come on game, how hard is it to find a shotgun? Okay, maybe I need to lock this. And then if I find another one red of the same thing, I'm just going to take both of them because this is getting ridiculous now. Alright, we're actually going to upgrade to our shield, so we're going to lock that. We're going to unlock that. And do we get another one? Nope, unfortunately this is the final wave. This is the boss fight. The boss has 83,000 life, ladies and gentlemen. Like I mentioned, it is just a big boy. I really don't... Okay, it is critting him, so... Normally this does take a lot longer to kill. I guess maybe my build hasn't been up to par. This does look like he's dying relatively quickly, but I don't think there's a reason for at danger 0 for the boss to have so much life. Maybe my build is just bad and you're supposed to do like a whack ton of damage, or they expect people to do a whack ton of damage, and therefore you're able to, you know, deal more damage to this boss a lot quicker. I don't know, maybe other people have found builds that just completely destroy everything. But for myself, I'm not able to get that. I mean, this one's going a lot faster than others do, so we should be able to kill it very, very quickly, and that will be that. And then we'll be able to see what achievements we got at the end of it and what we rolled from there. Let's go. He's nearly dead. At least I am critting a lot. There were other builds where I played against the boss, and even though we had this character, well, not even this character, but even though we had a lot of crit chance over about 100%, we still weren't critting as much as we are right now. So at least we are critting quite a lot, which is good. Utility magnitude is making it so our shield is a lot more. What I would like to be able to see is if we hovered over our skills while we're in like the upgrade menu, we would be able to see their stats, because not being able to see how much magnitude the shield gives is quite rough. It would be nice to have it as an amount or to be able to see it. But there we go, we finished the crusher. We got precision paragon, which means that we do get an upgrade. Let's just check if it was a character. No, it's not a character, which means that it was probably a loadout or something like that. So, you know, we'll have to take a look at it a bit more and see from there. We could just check it over here. It is, luckily it's put into alphabetical order. So precision paragon, equip a max tier laser sight, status unlocked. I don't know, maybe it's not a loadout or anything like that. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That is the game. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and wishlist the game and play it when it does come out if you want to. And always remember, keep safe survivors. Until next time, cheers.